Hey everyone, it's Rob with the 5th of November Project. It's been a little while since I posted. Uh, Things have been a little hectic on the personal side, but I want to get more consistent with posting videos. There's a lot going on again with Trump and MAGA Doge. Um, just Over the last few days, even some crazy stuff. Um, and if you know me with this channel, my goal is to use some different masks and things just to kind of highlight um, the different aspects of what Trump is up to. Um, Nothing good, unfortunately. We can't have anything positive coming out of this. One of the crazy things um, that has been going on is the attack on science. Um, and of course, um, we know Trump's very anti science. RFK, in charge of Health and Human Services, is pretty clear on that point. The thing is, they've cut a lot of people at the related to the National Weather Service, the National Science, it's the National Ocean Administration. Basically, a lot of people that help predict weather, other things related to climate change have been cut. They even cut the launching of air balloons, weather balloons. So our forecasts for weather might be a little bit skewed or even off. And that's great when we've had like the hurricane that hit Houston a few years ago. Of course, the storms that hit and destroyed most of western North Carolina and did a lot of damage in the South this year. So great that Trump's cutting that. Instead of maybe like focusing on cutting the benefits that uh, senators and representatives get when they retire. Definitely focusing on the important stuff. Good job, Dawn. Good job, Elon. Um, Another crazy thing that's been going on, of course, shifting over to the Warhawk, um, is the continued um, activities of our, uh, and of course, many Trumpers are going to tell you that Trump is um, he's anti-war, he's not a neocon. Um, that's a load of crap. Uh, we've we've already talked about them wanting to annex the Golan Heights, or not the Golan Heights, the Gaza Strip, and develop that like it's Atlantic City. There's the increased bombing in Sudan. Now they're bombing in Yemen. Um, there's also the continued talk of aggression against Mexico, Panama, um, and Canada, Greenland. I mean, it's off the charts. So uh, the folks that are trying to tell you that Trump is an anti-war president, they're full of crap to be. And I'm being politically correct right now, um, for whatever reason. But it's just crazy off the charts how insane this administration is. Um, there was even uh, a French scientist was coming over, and he was ice grabbed him in an airport. I think it was in D.C. Anyways, he was a climate researcher, and he had some negative content about Trump and his anti-science approach to things. And again, me being very politically correct here, they ICE, that is, arrested him. Or I they don't call it arrest. I call it arrest. It's basically the same shit. They arrested him and basically sent him back to France, citing his anti-Trump stuff as being a terrorist. So that's just insane that to speak out against Trump now you're considered a terrorist. Um, the other thing that's been really off the charts, and I'm going to shift back to the Fox mask because I guess this is where this would fall. There's been a lot of pushback against Elon, for Elon, in his the plummeting stock at Tesla, the attacks on, I don't know if I would call them attacks, but the burning and things of Tesla vehicles, tax on, again, tax is probably a stretch here, but the incidents involving like Tesla dealerships being vandalized and things like that, they're treating those folks as domestic terrorists, which is insane to me. But Trump definitely is um, last week Trump had brought a Tesla vehicle onto the White House lawn to promote Elon and Tesla, trying to help him save his stock. Heard some rumors that a lot of Elon's activity with purchasing Twitter was related to the value of his Tesla stock. So it would be kind of fun. And I'm kind of actually hoping this happens, to be very bluntly honest, is that Tesla's stock continues to collapse and we get to see Elon scrambling to try to hold on to Twitter. Him losing Twitter would be fucking epic. It would be one of the best things to happen, especially with this age of social media where the right has been very dominant. You know, you've heard a lot of, if you follow left-wing media especially on YouTube, you know, they're very honest the fact that the left doesn't have a lot of leverage in this space. That's why I'm trying to do this, and I'm not even consistent in doing it. But if Elon lost Twitter and Twitter went back to just being kind of a more open platform, that would be a huge win for the left. Just to get rid of that particular presence of where so many left wingers are poison and are just spreading bullshit. Yeah, hopefully that something that happens. I will celebrate that. There's only a few things that really bad things that would happen to somebody that I would celebrate. I'm not gonna name them because I'm just gonna be good. But if Tesla collapsed and Elon lost all of his money, I would fucking party like it's no tomorrow. But you know, I hope Elon does get what he deserves. I hope that all these fuckers do. You know, get out on the streets and resist. I'm trying to be more proactive in that. Got to make more calls to my senators and things like that too. You know, all the civil disobedience stuff we can do that. You know, get out there, talk to people. Just try to be a positive presence. I'm gonna not lie. I'm not much of a positive presence. I don't really have. There's some stuff even going on here locally with some folks that were Trump supporters. Various different things have happened to them, and it's hard for me to feel sympathy for them. You know, they voted for this, you know, the classic FAFO, fuck around and find out. A lot of people are, and they deserve it. So my sympathy is very limited. I'm more concerned about the innocent people that are getting caught up in this. We've already heard stories about folks being declared dead by Doge that are getting Social Security, and they've had to literally fight to get their Social Security back, and that's all the income that they really have. So now I've got several of my family members on my wife's side and my side that are on Social Security. So, you know, hopefully that's not something that happens to them. I haven't heard anything yet, but the Trump train is fucking wrecking everything, man. And these fuckers are proud of. There's a lot of people out there that are still proud of Trump and what he's doing. So, yeah, those are the folks that are a lost cause. I've heard shifting more towards like just like I said, so much going on, so many things to try to talk about, and I have limited time to even talk. Shifting towards like the 2026 midterms in 2028. You know, possible if there's still free elections. You know. A lot of stuff that's coming out now with we've seen the Democratic leadership kind of just kind of bend over and hand Trump a bottle of lube and say, you know, fuck us over, we don't care. Schumer, who I was never a huge fan of, I think the old Democratic guard like Schumer, Pelosi, Hakeem Jeffries are all just really not they're just useless is probably the nicest way to put it. They need to go. We're seeing Tim Walz out there. We're seeing AOC's out as well, along with Bernie. I don't know if I've talked about Bernie before. He's going into like what they call red or purple districts, districts that were Biden previously that switched to Trump. Not necessarily fully red, but you know, lean red. He's been out doing an anti oligarchy tour. So, you know, Bernie again continues to be one of the few voices of reason on the left. The Democratic Party, for the most part, is a lost cause, I think. But, you know, you look at the midterms in 2026, you know, we see what the Democrats are doing now. Like, a lot of them are rolling over. They voted for to censor Al Green after he stood up against Trump. So I don't really have a strong um, bit of confidence in the Democratic Party. I have more confidence in a one-legged racehorse at this point. But hopefully some of the Democratic leadership that's out there will shift towards, or the party will shift towards like AOC and some of the younger folks. Um, I'd like to see David Hogg, even who's I think he's a co-chair, kind of push the party more towards the left. I think he could definitely do that. Um, Bernie AOC, Jasmine Crockett, even some of the other folks that are out there. Ilhan Omar. I know she's getting a lot of shit for being supportive of Palestine, which is a whole other video. I'll probably be doing that in the next day or so with the renewed I don't really know if I would call it hostilities in Gaza. Seems like Israel, with Trump's support, is out to just basically fucking obliterate the Palestinians. I've leaned into talking about October 7th, and that was a huge tragedy. But this genocide that they're doing over there is something else. So, again, a lot of stuff to talk about over the next few days. I'm going to get some more organized videos. Got the backdrop now. Trying to get a little more organized. So I will see you guys tomorrow. And over the next few days, we'll break down some of this stuff in more detail. Bye.